What is up, Boobie Goaters? My name is Aaron, and today is day 8 of my sardine fast. Yeah, I had to think about what we were talking about. So today, what I did was took my bone broth and put it into little jars, closed up the jars, and put them in the fridge. Because that's what you do with bone broth, right? You gotta keep it cold or something. I just didn't want to keep it warm all the time because it does have its smell. So does frying fish in beef tallow, but I also fried fish in beef tallow. I've been on the carnivore diet since March 3rd, 2023, and I started this at 250 pounds, and right now I'm 167. That's pretty awesome, actually, but I'm almost 2 years. So that's crazy. It's crazy that I'm almost 2 years. It's crazy that I'm frying fish because it smells so awful and makes such a big mess. But I did anyway because last night I was like, man, that fried fish in beef tallow is so good. And it sucks up all the tallow when you're frying it. So it's kind of neat. Or most of it, because most of it ends up all over your stove. Anyway, got some of that. I opened all these sardines and I could not get these cans open, and every time I tried to pop it open I busted the top off the lid, so I'd use a fork to pry them. Oh, it was so lame. And then yeah, I just dug them out. They were all like brittle and folly party, so they kind of cooked brittle and folly party. So I'm gonna eat these, and possibly, if I'm not full, bust open some kipper snacks, because I actually found these in town, which is so crazy because they have like a limited selection where I live, usually. Alright, let's try this. Oh my face. I've had trouble not drinking enough water through this, and I can feel it. Like, I'll get a little, my tummy will feel weird, and I'll be like, what's going on? Oh, I didn't drink enough water. Oh no. So I have to drink more water. So you gotta stay hydrated. These aren't as good as I imagined them to be. I don't think I like all these sardines. They just kind of have a weird taste to them, and they're not as good as the Walmart ones, for sure. I don't like this. I don't like the way they taste. They were really good the other day. I have to rewatch the video and see what I was eating, which sardines. I think they were probably Walmart. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm gonna feed that to Kitty. Look what I picked up at the store. Sparkling water. $1.46. I was like, oh yeah. Alright, Boobie Goaters, that wasn't actually as appealing or appetizing as I thought it would be. So, instead, kipper snacks. Love kipper snacks. And these are the polar ones, so they're awesome. Let's open them up. Shall we? I think we shall. Polar opening action. Kipper snacks. Delicious. Why are you making that face, Scarlett? They're delightful. I can't get the rest of that off. Alright, Boobie Goaters, I have lost my plate. I'm just gonna eat it out of here. Unless you want to grab me, please, Scarlett. Thanks. Alright, here we go. They're really dry, and I can't really get them out of here, so out of the tin, we eat. Yes. Polar for the win. Save the day. These are dry. They're smoked. They're like not flaky. Really good.
Where's the cups?
There's so much kipper in such a little pan.
What are you doing with my... Why do you keep your hand in the right next little boy?
Sorry, we can't edit that out. A nice different texture. Really good. Oh, Dean showed up. Did you know he can't eat rabbit food?
He not have a.
He has to have meat. He quotes that. He goes, I can't eat rabbit food. I don't eat. What is up, Boobie Goaters? It is the evening, and I have a fun sardine idea. How about a sardine sandwich, but carnivore style? First up, we need some sardines. Great value in water. And I counted my sardines. I'm now only down to 9 cans of sardines, so I'm almost running out. And tomorrow, I'm gonna make a run just in case we get iced in or snowed in or just if it rains this weekend. So I'm gonna run to the store tomorrow. So I'm gonna get some more sardines. But in the meantime, let's open some Walmart sardines. All right, let's have some sardine opening action. These are Walmart sardines in water. Looks like there's about 4. This is great. Okay, everyone. I sliced a lot of butter long ways, a couple short, like regular squares. And we're gonna make sardine sandwiches. I know. Or I could just lay one on top, but I wanted to make it like a sandwich, so that's what we're gonna do. Here we go. It's so fancy and wonderful. It's a little slippery. Okay, I'm just gonna lay them on the bottom ones and then add the top when I taste it. For sure. It's not weird. It's totally awesome. None of this is weird. We're all being perfectly normal adults here, watching some strange lady on the internet eat sardines and live off of them for 8 days. All right, Boobie Goaters, we've got the sardines on the butter, and I'll put a butter slice on top. And I think it might be too slippery. My idea might not work. I'm gonna just have, not on the top, but just maybe like sardine butter cracker now. I don't know if I like it. I'm kind of sad they're too slippery. Imagine fish being too slippery for butter. Gee. Look at this fun keto snack. Or is it carnivore keto snack? Butter and sardines. I have all this extra butter that is now coated in fish. Maybe I can melt it and pour it on top of some sardines. Ooh. I'm starting to dig the cold sardines way better than the cooked ones. I don't know, I guess those Aldi's sardines were off-putting. But I wanted to get rid of them. I wanted them out of my cabinet because I didn't want them anymore. So you gotta eat what you bought. Okay, here we go. Okay, looks like I've got one left. Maybe this little tiny square will go on top and stay there. Finally, I've created the sardine sandwich. It's too slippery. I can't do it. Okay. Just sardine crackers it is. I might just snack on some butter too. You know how I know when I have too much butter? It just tastes weird after a minute. And I don't want it anymore. It's very good. So why so much butter today? Well, I actually, if you look at the first part of this movie, like, I'm kind of tired and I don't really want to eat the fried sardines because they tasted bad. They were bad. And the Kipper snack saved the day for sure. And then I was like, well, maybe I should take a shower. So I did. And I was still kind of dragging and pretty tired. So I fried up some country ham for the kids. And country ham is just salt cured ham. It's super salty. And what I did was cut the fat off and I ate the fat of the ham. And then when I made the steak for my husband and daughter, I cut the fats off the steak because he doesn't like fat and she does, but her steak wasn't very fatty. So she added butter. But I kind of fried up the little fat bits and ate those too. I just need to get the fat in. When I'm tired and dragging, I'm wondering what's a fat issue. But then I was like, also, I haven't been getting enough sleep because I usually just like go to sleep around 8 or 9 and then I don't wake up again until 4:30. I did all the things to make me have more energy and it didn't work. I could just be tired. But I will say, after I had just like cold beef fat and then I fried it, I like the cold better. It's kind of weird. I've never had it before, but I was like, I'm going to try it. And I did, and I liked it. I heard somebody snacks on that, and I was like, that's weird to snack on beef fat that's not cooked. But okay, whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever gets you to eat your fat. Just to make you feel good. And then I came up with the idea of making the sardine sandwich, so that's why we're having a video about that. Hi, Nick. How many sardines did you eat today? 0. I might have had a can and a half. I fed the other can to the dog. No, the kittens first, but they didn't want it, so I fed it to the dog. And then I just had the can now. And with all the butter, I feel very satiated. And I was going to say, like, frying up the ham made me want to cheat and have some ham. But I was good. And then I started like, well, my brain was like, well, it's day 8. It's day 8. Do you really want to keep going? Is this getting kind of blah? And it is kind of getting kind of blah, but also it's day 8. I'm almost there. I'm not halfway, but I'm almost. Well, am I halfway? Yeah, I'm halfway. Like, this is my second week, day 1. I can do it. Well, I have 9 cans of sardines left, so I have to get more. Nikki, is your tooth coming in? Smile. Yay.
My teeth.
Awesome. Yeah, brush your teeth all the time. They're the only ones you get. That's your last set. Take care of them. I do. I have my last set. I did not take care of them. I've got cavities. Like, I got that heavy metal in my mouth. So whatever I do, I'm always going to have something wrong with me. I can't fix, like, getting the heavy metals out of my mouth. Nope. They're just there. I've accepted it and I'm moving on. And I hope you guys have a really good night. And I don't know, I was really disappointed with my sardine sandwiches because they were fish and they were slippery and butter's slippery and I couldn't hold them together. That's okay. I mean, I'll live. Anyway, I hope to see you guys tomorrow. And I don't know. Freddy's back. The Fred man. Oh, so I did like 2 squats today, and I'm really feeling it right away in my legs, which is really crazy. Hey, I saw a thumbnail recently about somebody's reaction to what happened with the Homestead How rant. And I haven't clicked on it. I actually unsubscribed from these people because I was getting kind of really scared. I was going to see the bigger dude have a heart attack because he'll eat carnivore and then he goes off it. And he cannot not stay off of it. He had a big tumble and you can see that he had gained probably 80 pounds. He doesn't look good. And I'm a little curious to watch it actually, but I don't want to click on it. It was definitely a clickbait thumbnail, you know? And I used to really enjoy their content, and then I noticed he fell off, and then I was like, oh, well, everybody does it once. But then I learned this is not his first rodeo. And then there was an episode where he was talking about, like, there's a new Big Mac, and he was talking about, like, how good it looked. Like, he was, like, really enjoying explaining this to us. And I'm like, why would you explain what a Big Mac is to a whole audience of carb addicts, because I'm a carb addict. And do I want to hear that? No, I do not. And so I unsubscribe from these people. And his wife I like. They do have a lot of weird recipes though. I mean, honestly, just eat beef and steak and butter and you'll be fine. But whatever. Sometimes it's fun to do the recipes. I do them with the kids, but still. I don't know. Something was a little off about that one video about him just like basically him telling like a bunch of us, oh, it looks so good and delicious. I can't believe I'm on carnivore, so I can't have something like that. Obviously, he's not in the right mindset, and he needs to get straight. And I feel bad for them. I pray for them because it's hard. Carb addiction is very hard because you've lived it your whole entire life. And the dude works in like DoorDash and stuff. So that's, if you're going to put yourself in that position, then I don't know. It's just not right and it's not good for him. And he don't look good, guys. He looks bad. So we'll just keep him in our prayers. But I feel bad for him because he got triggered from what Carrie was talking about. And if you get triggered on things like that, obviously you are putting up thumbnails on purpose for clickbait and you're wanting the views. It's pretty crazy. And so this one time I remember watching their videos and there's this beautiful lady and she was talking about how hard it was for her to do a 7-day fast. And he was like, congratulations, good for you. And probably on the other side of the camera, just, carving away when nobody's looking. Like, for real. Now, he was looking really good one month, this dude. But then he, stopped fasting and he stopped doing things he did. And then he's always going to these poker games or card games and always messing up. I'm like, you're going to have to change your habits to change your life. It's pretty awful. So I'm just going to pray for those guys. I don't know if I'm going to watch their video. I like to watch some things in the morning just to fill up my time. But, it's just depressing to see this dude because he knows what works, but he won't do it. And if he tries to do it and he fails, isn't that really dangerous for you when you're on carnivore if you fall off all the time doing carbs? I mean, I feel really bad for them, but also this continuous cycle isn't good. And it's hard. And what I like to do when I ever feel like I'm going to falter, I eat butter and I'll eat meat. Right now, I'm not very sardine hungry, or I would be eating more cans of sardines. But I'm just this fast is so weird. You get hungry for sardines at odd times. I do anyway. It's 6:40 now, and the last time I ate was 1 o'clock. And I just made a mess of beef tallow, and I'm not frying my sardines anymore. I think the next time I'll do this, if I want them hot, I'll pour hot butter on them because that was good. I like the hot butter poured on sardines. Compliments to the person that gave me that one. That's awesome. I know. Have a great day. And I probably shouldn't talk about them because there's other carnivores that I feel so bad for because I absolutely like them. And they want to have tools in their pocket. And obviously me doing a sardine challenge for 2 weeks is kind of like having a tool to get you into your next weight loss bracket. Just because I want instant gratification sometimes, and it's tough, but also I don't want to forget that I did come in here for weight loss, and then my why changed to oh my God, this healed my brain. What the hell is going on? I'm feeling really good. And then I'm kind of I'm almost 2 years and I kind of want to get in another bracket. And I know I have a ton of healing to do. I know putting yourself through giving birth 9 times and then having the C-section at the last one. There's a lot of healing that needs to go on here, but Also, who wouldn't like to be in the next weight loss bracket? Because I'm, 167 now? It'd be so cool to be in the 150s. All right, Boobie Goaters. Hi, Loki. I hope you guys have the great rest of your day and just enjoyed a video with some talking points. I mean, I'd like to go deeper a little bit about these things. Like this one lady, she actually gets like GLP-1 shots and she's on Carnivore. And she's had, I guess she doesn't think she looks good, but she looks really good. And then one day, before she told everybody that she was doing GLP-1, like some kind of knockoff brand, I was watching her shows and I was like, she's looking really sickly. What is she doing? And then she says that she's taking that. And I'm like, are you serious? That's why some of you are probably like that to me. Are you serious? Why don't you just like let it happen while eating meat? Sure. I could do that. But I want to know if I can do this challenge. And that's just a curiosity of mine. And I'm going for it and I'm flying. It's kind of fun. But I do have these, I have to make sure that I'm eating. And it's sardines. Sometimes I'm not as sardine hungry as I should be. So have a great day, Boobie Goaters. And Loki wanted to be famous. Didn't ya? Bye.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente.